Okay, friends, we're going to do one more 15-minute segment on this beauty right here. What we're going to do is finish the wreath, and then I'll be able to hang it, and I'll be able to measure it and get it ready to sell, and we'll talk a little bit about that. Okay, I'm Jennifer Cockrum. I'm owner and designer at Craft Therapy at Puddleby Farm, and I'm doing 15-minute segments every day, trying to just get ready for the holidays and get, for me, I'm trying to get stock for my Etsy shop. So we have gone over all of the steps to make this beautiful peony, lamb's ear, and eucalyptus wreath with jingle bells on it. And all we have left to do is make sure the back is ready so that it doesn't scratch the door. All right. So we're going to start with these clippers here. We've talked about these clippers before. I just got them off of Amazon. They're actually, how about you be able to see what I'm doing? That's better. They're actually wire cutters. And so just get whatever works for you. You do you, get what works for you. I did get some good news today, just now, that I'll be able to go live on YouTube in 24 hours. So thank you to everyone who jumped on and followed and subscribed to my channel. And I've even had one of my videos has 500 watch hours on it. One of my shorts has 500 watch hours, or 500 watch views. I'm sorry, words are hard. It's been a long day. Okay, so these, what I'm doing is clipping off any of these that are sticking in the back. We've kind of gone over this before on one of the other wreaths we made. These are very, very hard to cut, some of them, and so I may just have to be covering some of them with glue. I did find out from another creator that you can get moss in brown. And so if I get some brown moss, then once I finish these off, which you'll see what I'm going to do in a minute with the glue tool, I could put some moss, some brown moss over it, and then you wouldn't see the glue. You would just see, it would just kind of blend in with the wreath. But I haven't done that yet, so we're going with what we got here. I'm afraid this little puppy's going to give me quite a bit of problems. Whoops, there it goes, flying. All right, there we go. I hope everybody had a good weekend. It's Sunday night. I kind of had a bad hand day today. I have taken it easy. I did my first craft show this weekend. It's probably going to be my last one. I realized that the audience was not my audience. It was for preschool, and I did not sell anything except for one $20 item that's really cute, and it's something that I'm actually going to give as a gift to my siblings, so I can't tell you what it was, but it's really cute. And so I sold it for $20 to someone, and then we paid $16 for lunch, so at least we broke even. That's what I told my husband. But it was a lot of work for that $20. So I probably not a craft show person. Okay, so I think I've got it fairly clean. I'm not happy with this little piece up. I'll just put some glue on that to kind of soften it up. And this little piece right here, I don't know if you can see that. All right, so I brought my regular glue gun, my glue tool. It's a U-line. It's kind of overkill. It's not kind of overkill. It is overkill for making a wreath. The reason I bought it is because I had a regular, it was a nice one. I bought it, it was probably 10 years old. I bought it for my daughter's wedding when I was crafting for her wedding. We made flowers out of fabric and we glued them to put them on lanterns. Words are coming hard tonight. We put them on lanterns, and they were really pretty. And the fabric that we used, this was kind of fun, was scraps. And it turned out that the scraps, her wedding was blue, it's the color, different shades of blue. And the scraps that I was using as I was going through my scraps, they were scraps of dresses and things that my mom had made for her. And so I'd pull out a scrap and I'd go, oh, or even for me, dresses she had made for me. And I'd go, oh, this was the, this was the square dance costume I had that she made for me when we took square dancing in PE, and we had to have costumes. Or this was, oh, I remember this dress she made for Lindsay, and it was her when she was Dorothy for Halloween, as in Dorothy and the Wizard of Oz. And so it was really fun that Lindsay's wedding had so much sentimentality mixed in with it. All of these things that were from her childhood and my childhood, and I had a lot of fun making them for her. And if I could remember how to make them, we would do them on we would make them one day on my 15-minute segments, or because they were pretty fast to make. I'll have to look at them and find the instructions. I made enough of them you'd think I'd never ever forget how I made them, but I did. So it is what it is. It is what it is. All right, I think I've made it all the way around, and I think I've gotten most of I think I've gotten all of the places that look like they might be loose. A lot of if there's any of the greenery that might come off. When I did the craft fair this weekend, I did notice that I had a lot of, well, I wouldn't say a lot. I took probably 30 wreaths to this, to the craft fair, and I had bits fall off of a few of them. But I don't want that to happen when I send my wreath to my customers. So I want to be really extra specially sure that the pieces aren't going to come off, even if it's just a little piece. And sometimes, whew, that was hot. Just put my hand right in a piece of hot wax, a hot melt glue. Even if it's a little piece, and sometimes it's not me, it's a piece of like a leaf or something falls off of a falls off of some florals, and it's no fault of mine, it's just the quality of the florals, and I have good quality florals, but still pieces fall off. So it is what it is. All right, so we got it. We got all of the little ends taken care of. We're going to pick our top, which I think might be here. I'll make it here. And so we're going to turn it over. So it's going to be backwards to you. I'm going to bring it close to me. And we're going to do my little trick with the twine. And this twine looks like it's two different sizes. The twine with the crochet hook. So I'm going to cut me a piece, pretty good size piece. Set my twine aside. We're going to run it under this. Let me see that. Let me turn off the. No, I need the glue gun still. This piece is probably here. That's what I'll do. So I'm going to take this is a crochet hook. I got it. I just inherited it from my grandma or my mom. I don't even know who. It was just in some sewing stuff. I don't crochet. I've never crocheted, but it makes a good piece, a good tool to pull that thread through. And then we will just tie this off. Now I started to talk about the glue gun, the U-line glue gun. The reason I like the U-line glue gun, it was very pricey. That's not why I like it. When I had the other glue gun for my daughter's wedding, I could not squeeze it with my left hand. I didn't have enough strength in my left hand to do it. And so I was having to do, I avoided hot glue at all cost for a while after my injury. And then when I started the wreathing, which was an accidental Etsy shop is what I call it, my accidental Etsy shop. I needed to use the hot glue. And so I was looking for a glue gun that would work. And the one that I had, it finally gave up. I mean, it was 10 years old and it finally gave up. So I was looking for a good glue tool. And this one has, let me turn it off and then I'll show you. Okay, so it has a nice base on it. I like this base. How many times am I going to stick my arm in the hot glue tonight? It has this nice base on it. This adjusts your flow so you can make it faster or slower. It has a temperature gauge on here. You can set your temperature for your glue. So I have it set at about 300 and between 340 and 380, which is supposed to cut down on your strings. I haven't necessarily noticed that. And then it just has a regular tip on it. I like that. And it has an easy on-off switch. But the most important thing is it's very easy to trigger, and I could do it with my left hand. It's not heavy. Some of the ones that have the battery packs are kind of heavy. So this is not too heavy. You can't take the cord off, so it's corded, but that's okay. It's just great. I like it. So if it's in your budget to spend a little bit more on a glue gun, a glue tool, it's a U-line glue tool, and I love it. Would I buy it again? I might try a less expensive one next time, but this is the one I have, so for now. All right, so in order to sell this wreath, I'll need to do a few things. So I will measure it. I don't have my tape measure in here, but I'll measure it tip to tip on both sides, and then I measure how deep it is. And then I have to put that information in my Etsy, put you back up here, in my Etsy listing. And then I take it and weigh it. I have a postal scale here. And so I can figure out what size box it's supposed to be in. And the way I ship them right now is I wrap it in a clear plastic bag. They're actually recycling bags, they look like trash bags, but they call them recycling bags, but they're clear. So I wrap it in that bag with a little air all the way around it. And I set it down in the box. And then if there's any space around it, I put tissue in the box. Then I put the wreath in its plastic bag, put the tissue over it so it looks like you're opening a present when you get it. And then I I'll fill in the corners with some brown wrapping craft paper. I mean, it's not wrapping paper, but it's packing paper. And then I close the box off. I always include a personal note, and then I close the box off. And I can print. I use a third-party shipping company that I can print my label off. It's a lot less expensive than just going through the post office. And then I have a little local small business where they sell boxes, and they also will pick up it's a pickup point for UPS and the Postal Service and FedEx. And so I usually send my products UPS. I don't really trust the postal system, but if it has to go through the postal system, that's how I'll send it. But usually it's UPS, and it's as simple as that to mail them. And so this wreath, I think, is ready to go. We've gotten all the back cleaned up. I think it's fluffed up and ready to roll. All I need to do is measure it, weigh it, and post it on Etsy. I'll take pictures. You take 10 pictures. I usually take them about, with the time change, it'll be about 2 o'clock in the afternoon. I'm blessed to have a really nice front door, so I put them on the front door. I take all of my wreaths from the same distance from my front door, and then I zoom in so it's a close-up, and then I do close-up pictures around the edges so you get to see all the way around it. Then I take a video all the way around it. Then I put it down on, we have an antique brick walkway, and I put it down on the walkway, and I take a picture directly over it. And then I move to another location that has a lighter background. I take a picture there, I take a video there, and that gives me my 10 pictures in a 15-second video. And that's how I post it for sale on Etsy. We can talk a little bit about Etsy another time if you have questions about it, particularly when I am able to go live, which I will be able to do in 24 hours. So that's all I have for you tonight. If you have any questions, post them. I've had a few people ask about it. I'm going to post a link. I'm going to try to get a link up there where you can get a free guide to taking care of your wreaths. And I know it's on the website that's called Deals for Creatives, which is on my Facebook page. It's pinned to the top of my Facebook page, which is Craft Therapy at Puddleby Farms on Facebook. And I'll try to get the link on I think the link might be there on my YouTube channel now, but I'll get the link on there too. But if you click on that, it'll take you to a place where you'll be able to download my little document on how to take care of wreaths. So that's it. If you have any questions, post them. Be sure and like and subscribe if you haven't already. And I'll be thinking, I think what I'm going to do is we'll go over how I decorated my mantle next. And I think we can do that quick in 15 minutes, no more than 30. And then we're going to set the table for Thanksgiving dinner. Right now it's covered in product that I've purchased, but I need to unbox it and put it where it needs to be. And then we can set the table up for Thanksgiving dinner. And we're going to be using, we're going to shop the back of the closets, the back of my cabinets to do that. All right. Well, y'all have a good evening, and we'll see you tomorrow. Bye.